Hello, welcome everyone. I am Satyavrata Pradhan. Today we are going to start a new lecture series on Indian polity for Odisha Civil Service main examination. Our today's topic is the difference between the written and unwritten constitution. The source of this class is derived from the Indian polity book of M. Lakshmikant and also internet. Before I start this topic, we should know what is a constitution. A constitution is a fundamental law, basic law, or organic law of a nation based on which all other laws are derived. So, why it is called as a fundamental law or basic law? Because any other law in a country is derived its authority from the constitution. The constitution is a authority based on which the parliament or the state legislature or any other authority which make laws can formulated on the basis of the constitution, and those laws should satisfy the provisions of constitution. If it does not satisfy or violates the provisions of the constitution, then it can be declared as void by the judiciary. So it is called as a fundamental law or basic law of the nation. It is also called as a organic law because all the organs of the government, that is your parliament, your state legislature, your judiciary, and election commission, CAG, finance commission. So all the major organs, all the constitutional bodies, non-constitutional bodies, and extra constitutional bodies derives its power from the constitution. So our constitution is also called as the organic law. Generally, there are we can found two types of constitution in the modern democratic states. One is your written constitution, another is your unwritten constitution. Okay, so the countries like India and USA, there is a provisions of written constitution. On the other hand, the countries like UK and New Zealand are the examples of unwritten constitution. The question arises that what is the requirement of the written constitution in India and USA? The answer is that if we consider India, then India is a vastly diversified country. India has a different types of diversities. It has a linguistic diversities, it has physiographic diversities like northern mountains, northern plains, and eastern and western coastal plains, western deserts, islands. Okay, so different types of diversities we can found in India. Different types of religious groups are also there in India. Different types of ethnic groups, different types of linguistic groups. There might be a vast number of cultural diversities, food diversities. Okay, so as such large varieties of diversities, India एते गोटे variety of diversities देखिबाकू मिले ଯାହାକି ସବୁ ସେକ୍ସନର ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କର ଆଶା ଏବଂ ଆକାଂକ୍ଷା ଏବଂ ଅଭିଳାଷକୁ କେବଳ ଗୋଟେ ୟୁନିୟନ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ପୂରଣ କରିବା କେବେ ବି ସମ୍ଭବ ନୁହେଁ। ତେଣୁ ଏସବୁ ସମସ୍ୟାର ସମାଧାନ ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ପାୱାର ସେୟାର କରୁଛେ। ଆମେ थ्री टायर गवर्नमेंट आमर देखिबाकू मिले। वन इज योर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, अनदर इज योर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एंड योर लोकल गवर्नमेंट। सो कहबाकू गले आमे इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रे पावर शेयरिंग रो प्रोविजन रखिचे। नॉर्मल टाइम रे इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज एक्ट एज ए फेडरल गवर्नमेंट and at the time of emergency it act as a unitary government. So a federal government like USA, there is a division of power between center and the state. Okay, so in USA and also in India there is a power share between the central government and the state government, and to guarantee this sharing of the powers, suppose जदि पावर शेयरिंग करा जाइछि, गुड एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ପାଇଁ पावर शेयरिंग करा जाइछि एवं जदि कोनसी प्रकार कॉन्फ्लिक्ट क्रिएट हुए, देन रिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रहिले से कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को इजीली डील करी हेबो एवं रिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन द्वारा ए सब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को ग्यारंटी मिलिबो निज निजर राइट्स फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज माने आपनकर शेड्यूल 7 अछि इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रे शेड्यूल 7 अछि शेड्यूल 7 रे हमर तीनोटी लिस्ट अछि ओटा यूनियन लिस्ट एंड कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट एंड योर स्टेट लिस्ट यूनियन लिस्ट रे जे सब सब्जेक्ट गुडी को अछि सेतरे यूनियन गवर्नमेंट लॉ बनाए सेही बळी भाबे जे सब्जेक्ट आपनकर स्टेट लिस्ट रे अछि सेतरे स्टेट गवर्नमेंट लॉ बनाए एवं कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट रे बोथ गवर्नमेंट लॉ बनांती जदि यूनियन गवर्नमेंट स्टेट लिस्ट ऊपर लॉ बनै परिबो नाही एवं स्टेट गवर्नमेंट यूनियन लिस्ट ऊपर लॉ बनै परिबोनी इन ए नॉर्मल सर्कमस्टेंसेस नॉर्मल सिचुएशन रे केई का लिस्ट ऊपर लॉ बनांती नाही ओके किंतु जदि यूनियन गवर्नमेंट किबा स्टेट गवर्नमेंट निजर अधिकार को एवं निजर अन्यर अधिकार को वायोलेंस करी जदि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ऊपर लॉ बनाए स्टेट गवर्नमेंट लिस्ट लॉ बनाए किबा स्टेट गवर्नमेंट सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट लिस्ट ऊपर लॉ बनाए then it will lead certain conflict between these two organizations okay so केही कहा राइट्स ऊपर केही का स्पीयर ऊपर इंटरफेयर न करंदु सेथि पई कि हमर रिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रहिबार निहाती आवश्यकता अछि सेही बळे भाबे if we consider the situation of the USA that is the United States is initially a combination of 13 nations different 13 independent nations combined together they formulated United States of America later 50 states were added on the Federation of USA okay so these different countries wants to keep their autonomy that's why there is a provisions of written constitution in USA okay but the countries like UK and New Zealand are geographically so small as compared to India and USA. India and USA अपेक्षा geographically तांकर एरिया बहुत छोटो तेणु एई सब कंट्री मानकरे only once सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट मध्य अति भलो भाबे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कार्य संपादन करि परिबो that's why there is no need of federal structure like India and USA in these countries so these countries are unitary country and there is no share of power between center and the state in these countries that's why there are unwritten constitution and parliament is the supreme in these states and parliament has a supreme authority to make laws okay so there is no division of power between center and the state so there is no requirement of written constitution in UK and New Zealand okay next the difference between the written and unwritten constitution I already discussion kariche India and USA is the example of the written constitution and UK and New Zealand are the examples of unwritten constitution my second point is that it is a codified provision into a single document so what is a codified provisions codified provisions means it is a single act okay it is a single act means suppose at the initial stage of the Indian Constitution when Indian Constitution was formulated then it comprises of 395 articles 22 parts and 8 schedules so it is completely a single act and all the provisions of the constitution are given on this codified act whereas in the case of unwritten constitution the countries like UK and New Zealand the parliament is supreme and whatever the law made by the parliament is automatically become the part of the constitution so there is no need of a written constitution parliament jaha bhi law banela UK re ta constitution re add he jibo it is an evolving constitution and there is no single codified document there are lots of acts and every day jaha bhi day by day parliament jaha bhi law banebo it will become the part of their constitution there unwritten constitution re day by day parliament jaha law banauchi taku add he अनरिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पार्ट बनी बनी जाए. सो यूके रे आपण अनरिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रे बहुत गुड़िए एक्ट रो कॉम्बिनेशन. यूके रे अनरिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज ए कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ lot of acts. On the other hand, in India, the Indian Constitution is only a single codified document, but a single book, single act. Okay. Then next point is a fixed point of time of formation. Obviously, the written constitution is always a fixed point of time of formation. If we consider the examples of Indian Constitution example nele, Indian Constitution formation ହେଇଥିଲା ଆପଣ 26 January 1950 ରେ. तो ଗୋଟେ fixed time of formation ଅଛି. But the unwritten constitution, it is evolving constitution and no fixed date of formation. It is evolving constitution because day by day whatever law made by the parliament is becoming the part of the constitution. Parliament aji law बनेला, it will become the part of their unwritten constitution. आसंता काली law बनेइबो, next day law बनेइबो, next week रे बनेइबो, next month रे बनेइबो. सो से सब तार अनरिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पार्ट बनी जीव. सो यार कौन फिक्स्ड डेट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन नहीं. देन नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, स्पेशल कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट बॉडी फॉर इट्स फॉर्मेशन. ऑब्वियसली आम इंडिया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एग्जांपल नेले हमर कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली बसीथिला कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को निर्माण करिबा पई. ओके. सो there is a special constituent body for its formation in case of the written constitution, but in case of unwritten constitution, as it is a evolving constitution, so no special body of formation, and whatever law made by the parliament is becoming the part of the constitution. Okay. The next point is the supremacy of the constitution. So here the constitution is supreme because all other laws and all other authorities are derived its source directly from the constitution, and every law made in the country should satisfy the provisions of the constitution. So your constitution is the supreme, but on the other hand the parliament is the supreme because the constitution is evolved due to the parliament. This is the main difference between the supremacy of the constitution and supremacy of parliament in UK and India. In India and USA, the constitution is supreme, but in case of UK, the parliament is supreme. Next, constitution enjoys a special privileges as compared to the all other laws of the country. माने कहबा कथा जदि आमे constitutional law एवं all other ordinary law को कंपेयर करिवा, then constitution enjoys a special privileges and special rights. Constitution ro किछि special position अछि and all other laws cannot be equal to the constitution because जदि हमें constitution को amend करिवा त सेति पई हमकु special majority दरकार. constitution रो provisions रे किछि ऐड करिवा को हेले किबा किछि डिलीट करिवा को हेले हमकु स्पेशल मेजोरिटी रो आवश्यकता अछि. whereas गोटे ऑर्डिनरी लॉ को पास करबा को हेले किबा ताकू डिलीट करबा को हेले केवल गोटे सिंपल मेजोरिटी रो आवश्यकता अछि. and also all other laws are derives its authority from the constitution. So constitution is a supreme law as compared to all other laws. But there is no difference between the constitutional laws and other laws because whatever law made by the parliament is becoming the part of the constitution, and the constitution is a evolving constitution in UK. Okay. And next point is it might be rigid, flexible, and a blend of rigidity and flexibilities. So in the major cases, the countries where there is a written constitution is always a rigid constitution or blend of rigidity and flexibility or combination of flexibility and rigidity like India. But the countries where there is a union government, okay, there is always in the most of cases we found unwritten constitution. Okay, it is flexible and cannot be rigid because parliament has infinite power to amend the constitution. As in case of UK, the parliament has infinite power to amend the constitution, so there is no need to a written constitution. So constitution is flexible in UK, but in India and USA, the if you consider first the examples of the USA, then its constitution is too much rigid as compared to India. Nearly 250 years of its independence, the American Constitution only amended 10 times. As compared to India, nearly 71 years of its independence, Indian Constitution can amend more than 100 times. Okay, so Indian Constitution stands in between the US Constitution and UK Constitution, or in between the rigidity and flexibilities. So it is a combination of rigidity and flexibilities. There are some provisions of Indian Constitution which are amended easily, and there are some provisions of the Indian Constitution can amend. The amendment is very difficult. ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ନବା, ଭାରତ ସମ୍ବିଧାନରେ କିଛିଟା ପ୍ରୋଭିଜନ ଅଛି କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନର ଯାହାକୁ ଆମେଣ୍ଡ କରିବା ଏତେ ଇଜି ନୁହଁ. ଗୋଟେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସେଣ୍ଟ୍ରାଲ ଷ୍ଟେଟର ସବଜେକ୍ଟ, ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଜିଏସଟି କୁ ଆମେଣ୍ଡ କରିବାକୁ ଏତେ ଇଜି ନଥିଲା, ବିକଜ ଏଟା ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ସର ରାଇଟ୍ସ ବି ରାଇଟ୍ସର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଥିଲା. ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ସ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ନିଜର ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ସର ଆମାଉଣ୍ଟକୁ ଲସ୍ କରିବାର ଚାନ୍ସେସ୍ ଥିଲା. ସୋ ଏଇଟା ଏତେ ଇଜି ନଥିଲା ଆମେଣ୍ଡ କରିବାଟା. ତ ଏଇ ଟାଇପ୍ର ଆମେଣ୍ଡମେଣ୍ଟରେ ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି ସେଣ୍ଟ୍ରାଲ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ବୋଥର ସେଣ୍ଟ୍ରାଲ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ରିଲେସନ ରହୁଛି, ଇସ୍ୟୁ ରହୁଛି, ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ର ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ ବି ଇନଭଲ୍ଭ ରହୁଛି, ସେଇ ସବୁ କେସ୍ରେ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟର ରାକ୍ଟିଫିକେସନ 50% ରାକ୍ଟିଫିକେସନ ଅଫ ଦ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଇଜ ଅଲସୋ ନେସେସରି. ପାର୍ଲାମେଣ୍ଟର ବୋଥ ଦ ହାଉସେସରେ 50% more than 50% 2/3 majority present and voting ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର both the houses of parliament ରେ ପାସ୍ ହେବା ପରେ 50% ratification of the state is necessary to amend on those subjects, and all and other subjects can be amended under article 368 by 2/3 present and voting. And there is also some other provisions of the constitution which can also amend in simple majority. So Indian Constitution as compared to the US Constitution is neither too rigid, and as compared to the UK Constitution it's not so flexible. Okay, so next point is it may be unitary, federal or quasi-federal. Definitely the written constitution can be unitary, can be a federal, or can be a quasi-federal, but a unwritten constitution is always unitary and cannot be federal because no power shared, only parliament is supreme. As there is in unwritten constitution there is no need of sharing of power, then it is always the country is a unitary country, or the government is a unitary government. You can found in UK and New Zealand also, and but in the countries like India and USA is a best examples of the federal states, whereas India is act as a at the normal time India act as a federal states, but at the time of emergency India act as a unitary state. So India is a quasi-federal states. Another examples of the quasi-federal is your Canada. Okay, so we can found all these three states in written constitution. Where is written constitution? Okay, so this is the end of this lecture. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. If you have any doubt, then you can ask in the comment section. Thank you.